Hello, my name's Shelby. I'll be doing my informative speech on painting. When you're painting on canvas, there's 4 things you need. Obviously, a canvas, an object to paint on, paintbrushes of different sizes, and different colors of paint. The last and most important thing you're going to need is an easel. I use a small easel. You can set it up on any table or stand. You can adjust it on the side to the angle, which is going to be the first step for painting. After you've adjusted it, you're going to need a palette. A palette can be anything to place loose paint on. I use old cereal boxes, the cardboard pieces. The next thing you're going to need to do is pick out a brush. When doing the background of the painting, you're going to need a thick and heavy set brush. This is the brush I'll use. I completely saturate it on both sides and then press down to make sure it's absorbed. When painting the background of the picture, you want to start with the edges and work your way inside. After I've completed all the edges, I slowly work into the middle. I let it dry and then decide what object I want to press on the inside. I decided to do a cross with a green background. On a cross, you're going to need a small painting brush. This is going to be the outline. It's very small, very tender. After you've completed the outline, you're going to let that dry and pick a fill color. On mine, I use the same purple color. You need a medium brush for this one, and you completely fill in up and down, side to side. After you've let everything dry, you want to go back and make universal strokes. On the background, you use the same brush and completely go up and down to make sure you have even strokes. On the middle, you use another same brush and do up and down to make even strokes. This way it doesn't look splotchy or choppy. After you've completed the painting, you want to make sure that you've done all the touch-ups. The touch-ups of a painting can be used with a small brush such as this. You just go back and fill in any color that you think is a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, and you want it to look even. After you've completed that, you want to make sure everything dries. With acrylic paint, it can take 5 to 10 minutes to dry. Watercolor can take up to hours, and other oil paintings can take days to weeks. I use acrylic paint, such as these. These are my 2 colors that I'll be using. After you've picked out the colors, painted the background, and the objects you want, you go into more detail. Again, I use a small, detailed brush to do tiny strokes. On the background of the painting, you can do phrases, words, your name, anything like that you'd like. Some people use swirls or small flowers. Other stuff like that is just way too more detailed for me. I'm at the basic level. On my painting, I've used a green background with a purple cross. As you can see, I've done even strokes on it. Now, on the background, I plan on painting a Bible verse from my dad. I haven't completely decided what Bible verse I'm going to need, but when you're doing anything like that, any words or small detail, you want to use a pencil. On the pencil, you do a tracing, make sure everything's going to fit how you'd like. Then again, you use a small detailed brush and start. After you've done the first coat, you want to go back and do touch-ups. This touch-up just makes sure everything looks even and a T isn't thicker than a Y, for example. After you've completely done that and you're finished with the whole painting, there's no more touch-ups, no more detail you want to add, you want to let it dry. For me, I let everything dry overnight. This way I know every piece of it is dry, everything is completely saturated, not going to be oily or rub off. After you've done that, you can set your brushes in cold water and let them clean. The last but not least thing to do is paint your name somewhere on it. Do your signature just to make sure that you're approved for this. After you've done your signature, you're free to let it dry again for the last time, gift it, or hang it up on your wall. As you can see, painting can be difficult, but it's just many steps to follow. One of the biggest things to do is make sure everything dries at the appropriate time. I hope you liked my video. Thanks.